Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It says something very interesting. A karma yogi needs to do what is to be done, and also for the sake of Loka Sangraha, for the good of people. Even if one doesn't have any gain, personal gain by doing, for the sake of the Loka Sangraham, Nimitti Kritya, keeping the Loka Sangraha as the nimitta, the cause for doing work, that also is to be done, needs to be done. There is no reason, if one is a jnani, one who knows, no more karyam vidyate, no more anything to be done. Even as a yoga, nothing is to be done because he is an accomplished yogi. That means he has no more. Yoga fulfilled itself in the knowledge. And therefore he doesn't require to do anything. Even then, Lokasangrahartham, for the purpose of setting a role model for others to follow, one has to do. Krishna, of course, as I said previously, that look at me, I have nothing to accomplish. Karmani aham varte. I remain doing karma and karma properly. This is what one has got to be. Loka Sangraha takes place because of you. Whatever example you set, others will follow. Then he says, and therefore, your enthusiasm should be equal or even more than the enthusiasm you find in the people who are highly committed to profit, highly committed to gain something, and how they do, ajnanis, how they do enthusiastically, whole day they work for profit's sake. The same way you have to do for the loka's sake. It's a good idea. The enthusiasm are only for the loka are doing something. Not this pajama thinking. This is called pajama thinking. I have got certain expressions. One is pajama thinking. Pajama thinking means loose thinking. Pajama, you can never have a tight pajama. If it is a tight pajama, that is not pajama. Pajama means your leg should be there inside and another pumpkin can be accommodated. And therefore, then only it is pajama. This is that pajama is always loose. You can't keep it, the crease and all that. You put any amount of starch and then you iron it and then you wear it. Gone. Blah, blah. It's all wrinkled. You can't maintain pajama. That's what we call pajama. That's why you don't wear that when you go to work. You can't. You don't wear that when you go to work, you wear pajama and then go. They won't allow. Unless you are working in some kind of a place, some slaughterhouse or whatever. So, oh, what an idea. See, so this is a... Because I know this happens. And so, this kind of thinking, loose thinking, and after all, for the public sake we are doing something. No. You should be more enthusiastic. Because that is the thing you are capable of doing, and do it. Loka sangrahameva. Nimittam. For this particular thing is only nimitta is loka sangraha. Look at me, Krishna says. And when the people are doing things for their own sake, at least they are doing, they are not lazy. And they are having they are having an end in view. And they accomplish that end. At least they want to accomplish that end. They are not yogis. But they have got some Shraddha Bhakti. They generate money and they give jobs to some people. And therefore, they are also doing something. As long as they follow dharma, they are also udaraha. They are also shreshtaha. They are good people, don't make any judgment. Therefore, na buddhi bedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam. See, this buddhi bedam na janayet, these Vedantins, they learnt recently some Vedanta. And then they go and tell all the people, don't do this kind of work. This will not give you anything. You always will do this. This is all anitya. Nobody says this is nitya. They all want anitya only. So then there is all anitya. Artham anartham. Bhavaya nityam. So nasti sukham sukha leshas satyam. There is no sukha. Artham is useless. Money is useless. And therefore it is anartham. It will bring you anartha. Anartha means it is not anartham. Na purushartham. Artham, na purushartham. Artham is considered to be purushartha. It is not purushartha, na artham. Purushartha is moksha. This is not the purushartha. Then you go and tell this fellow, and who is trying to build up his small empire, and he is enthusiastically working day and night, and go and tell him, this is all artham, anartham, bhavaya nityam. You always think this artha is useless, is anartha. You don't tell this, then he will ask, what shall I do with my artham? Humko de do. Nah. So this fellow is a dong. And therefore, these artham, anartham, bhavaya nityam. Ivangallam vodakana. So artham, anartham. Don't talk to people like that. They are doing some work and ask them to follow dharma. That is what you are supposed to say. And Krishna says this, Buddhi Bedam na janayet. May one not disturb the person's commitment as long as one follows dharma. And if one doesn't follow dharma, please make the person see the usefulness of following dharma. And let the person, that is why we call it as Purushartha. That is religious. It is accepted by the Shastra. Therefore, Artha Kama are accepted by the Shastra along with Dharma. And therefore, so nourish them and ask them to be active. Nothing wrong in that. Let them follow Dharma. That is what you have to do. Don't say, this will not give you this, that will not give you that. So that fellow, neither he can give up, nor he can continue with the same enthusiasm, and you are dampening the enthusiasm of the person. This is not very healthy. Therefore he says, this na buddhi bedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam. For the ajnas, those who do not know about this Purushartha Vichara and all that, and they are committed to the means and ends. So let them follow. Joshayet sarva karmani vidwan yuktas samacharan. So, all karmas, whatever that is nitya karma, naimittika karma, so by performing set an example and nourish this doing karma, person's doing karma should be nourished, should be supported, setting an example, samyak acharan karma, you be a role model. And therefore if you say that no karma is necessary, and no, only what is required is only moksha. And if you see this, don't go to temples, don't do this. There are lot of people, new people. I saw yesterday, some people came and gave me some literature. It's a new thing from Kerala. And then, so I read the book. They gave me a book also. They say. And the book is critical of anything that is old. Anything that is ancient, any religious pursuit, etc., critical is a new thing. It looks like some kind of a new, they accept a cult, a new avatar. There are so many avatars in India, and this is one more avatar, the Kerala avatar. And he is not there also. And some books are there and all that. I read that. It's a very strange thinking. And so this is very common. There are a lot of groups like that. You do meditation, that's enough. Why meditation? What about all other karmas? Why meditation alone? Because you don't need this. That's all lesser karma. All useless karma. Worship, kayikam karma, without having an insight about all this. Something they say, வாயில வந்து சொல்றான். So these are all irresponsible. So Krishna says, Buddhi Bedam na janayet ajnanam karma sanginam And the people who are doing something, they've got some shraddha, they've got some bhakti, that should be nourished, not criticized. Joshayet sarvakarmani vidwan yuktaha samacharan. Vidwan, yuktaha vidwan, the vidwan who is together, samyak acharan, sarvakarmani, all kinds of karma. Means karma, Vedikam karma. So all these scriptural karmas, to be done karmas, that is in terms of prayer, and all other karmas, Laukika karmas, playing different roles, and the roles have got karmas to do. And those things, sarva karmani, samyak acharan, following all of them to the script, Joshi, nourish the people who are doing karma. Tattvavittu mahabahu, no, prakrite kriyamanani gunaih karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate. Tattvavittu mahabahu gunakarma vibhagayoho guna guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate. Prakrite gunasammudaha sajjante gunakarmasu Tana kritsna vido mandan kritsna vin navichalayet. Mayi sarvani karmani. Again, Parameshwara is brought in. Mayi karmani sarvani. Mayi Parameshware iti he brings in. You will see that. In between he teaches there is not purely karma yoga, you understand. The name is given. He has been talking. This Krishna has been talking, captured by Vyasa in the form of verses. And these verses, so it's a flow, a continuous flow. And then we create chapters by somebody has created chapters. And therefore you won't find only Karma Yoga being talked in the third chapter. There was a discussion on Karma Yoga, we have seen this now so far. Now he is comparing a Tattvavit and then Atattvavit. There is a fellow called Atattvavit. Atattvavit means Atattvam Veti. See, he is called Atatttvavit. And Tattvam Veti is Tattvavit. Otanukku Tattvam theriyum. Innotanukku Atattvam theriyum. Rendu verum with daya. So both of them are with. With means one who knows. Tattvavit, one who knows the Tattvam, the reality. Atattvavit means one who knows Atattvam. Both are Vidwans. This Vidwan, Atattvam is not Tattva, is not anything to be known. Atattva means the one who is not a Tattvavit. Nanj. Abhave Nanj. Not a Tattvavit. So the Tattvam is not there. He is an Atattvavit. He is not a Tattvavit. That person. And that person, Atattvavit, what does he do? So, he kartaham iti manyate. Whereas Tattvavit is different. Atattvavit, the one who does not know. Kartaham iti manyate. What is wrong in... See, suppose he doesn't say, he doesn't own, I am the karta, then he will become irresponsible. He can do karmas and say, I am not karta. He is a tattvavit. Then tattvavit, he says, he doesn't say, I am the karta. The atattvavit thinks that I am the karta. How can he say that? Because that's all the tattvam he knows. The tattvam, the karta I am. That is the truth. He takes responsibility. And therefore the order also, Bhagavan, law of karma also, gives only to that fellow the karma phala. It is not for anybody else. If he is the karta, he gets the karma phala. Therefore he gets the punya and he gets the papa. And therefore in the view of Parameshwara also, in the form of law of karma, this person gets the result. Therefore, the performer, the karta, the doer, he is the karma phala bhokta. He is the recipient of the karma phala. So how you can make it different? He says, gunaihi. This is one thing he tells. Prakritehe kriyamanani gunaihi karmani sarvashaha. Prakritehe gunaihi kriyamanani karmani sarvashaha. Sarvani karmani, in all situations, they are all performed by prakriti gunas. The prakriti gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. And whatever are the gunas, the composition, in keeping with that composition, karmas are being done by each individual. And therefore, prakriti is body, mind, sense complex, is the prakriti. That is also prakriti. Senses are prakriti. Organs of action, prakriti. It's all prakriti. And the inner disposition, prakriti. And prakriti has these gunas. And driven by those gunas are the conclusions, nishchayas. And therefore, so there can be a tamasik shraddha, there can be a rajasik shraddha, there can be a sattvika shraddha, there can be rajasik tyaga, there can be tamasik tyaga, and then sattvik tyaga. There is a big discussion later in the Gita. Everything. Tamasic giving also. Dhanam. Tamasic giving. Rajasic giving. Sattvik giving. And therefore, according to the gunas, the one way of saying, so each one is engaged in activities, and therefore, these are all guna karma. The gunas determine what kind of karma. But then, ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate. But it is gunaihi kriyamanani karmani. So all the karmas that are being done are of gunas by gunas of the prakriti. Then I don't do any action. According to the situations, certain things are to be done, being done. Iti, who will think? Only tattvavit he will think so, and not people. And therefore, they will think, I am the karta. Aham karomi. Aham karta. And who is that fellow? Vimudatma. Atma vishaye vimudaha. Vimudatma. So vimudam atma. Vimudaha atma antakaranam yasya. Vimudatma. One who is deluded antakarana means one who doesn't have the knowledge of tattvam, what is the truth. that fellow will think, I am the karta. Kartaham iti manyate. Look at that. Ahankara vimudatma. Kartaham iti manyate. The one who doesn't see anything beyond ahankara, the ego. While karta I am not the karta, that part of it is not clear, is not known. Therefore, aham karta, karta aham, both are one karta, I am karta iti, karta aham iti manyate. Whereas, tattva-vittu mahabaho, guna-karma vibhagayoho, guna-guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate. Whereas the tattvavit would consider the whole situation as gunaha guneshu vartante. Guneshu means all these indriyas, indriyarthas, all of them are from the gunas alone. It's all Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. Within the gunas of the Prakriti alone. Prakriti means Maya. And within the alone subject, object, everything, within these gunas. And therefore gunaha guneshu vartante. The senses and sense objects are within the fold of gunas. One is instrument. The other is the object. One is karana, the other is karma. Karma is object, karana is the means. Then there is a karta. And the karta also should be included. That is also within the guna alone, prakriti alone. Guna guneshu vartante iti matva iti jnatva na sajjate. Sakto bhavati. Is not na sakto bhavati, is not involved. Asangaha. One remains asangaha. Uninvolved. This uninvolved is not detachment. The detachment is, what was attached is detached. The detachment is not the word. Asangaha is not detachment. Sangha is not there at all. That is the nature of the Atma. Atma is asangaha, uninvolved at any time. Two orders of reality. Satyam is not involved with mithya. Mithya doesn't exist without Satyam. Mithya is Satyam. And Satyam is free. And therefore, if you ask the rope, so, are you snake? What? I am rope. No, last, just 1 hour before I saw you a snake. Are you deluded or what? So you correct your eyes. I have been rope. No, but then I saw you a snake. Hey, you see lot of things. Okay? That is your privilege. But I can't, somebody else may see me something else, as something else. I can't be changing. I have been a rope and I will be a rope. Okay? I give you a long rope, so you better correct yourself. That's how, that is rope snake. Even clay will have the same thing. I see you as a partner. Why? No, I see a part. You are a part. I am not a part. I am clay. But I see you as a part. You can see me anything, but I am clay. You understand? Satyam Mithya. That's the bread and butter. And so, na sajjate asangahayam purushaha. Purusha, the Atma, is asanga. In fact, Shastra tells asangohi ayam Atma is not. Asangohi ayam Purushaha. Purusha is a person who transacts business with the world. That Purusha is asanga. It doesn't use the word Atma. Atma means you will have a third person attitude. Atma is asanga. You have to find out. Detach. This is also a thinking. Detach. So you have to detach yourself. Detach. There are only two detachments. One detachment, train detachment. The other one is retinal detachment. And there are two types of detachment. There is no other detachment. Atma doesn't get attached to anything. Then everything else can attach itself to Atma. Because they exist because of Atma. The existence of, they exist when I say, that existence is Atma. Then what is they? What do you mean by the word they? Whatever it is, we have to find out. Existence is Atma. Baki sab aapka hai. Existence is Atma. Like I was very magnanimous in telling that fellow. He gave me one gift. He said, take one thing. Big pile of ornaments. All golden ornaments. I took gold. Only one thing. He asked me to take one thing and I took one thing gold. And then I said, I don't need all these chains and bangles. You take all of them. What will he take? This is all gold, I'll leave it. Already I have taken. Ornaments you take. What will he take? 0. What about my bangles? मैं क्या करूं? Bangles नहीं है. Chain. वही story है. Same story. Rings. Same thing. But I won't have anything. That is not my problem. You ask me to take one thing that is here. I took gold. When you talk to Swamis, you have to be very careful. So you can't say, I will take one thing. No, I will take one thing. That is the only thing available there. And if you say one of these things, one of these things you can take, one bangle, one chain, something you take, one ring, then the case is different. One thing you asked me to take, I took one thing. Nothing else. There is nothing else. Only one thing that is there. In this Jagat. That's the beauty of this Vidya. And so, asangaha. Gold is asanga. It has nothing to do with bangle. Nothing to do with the ring or chain or anything. You've got many places in this body where you can hang something or the other. And therefore have them. And so you can hang here, it's okay. Then I'm not discouraging your ornament, okay? So don't give up. Swamiji said, and Swamiji is critical. No. I am talking about, but now Akshaya Tritiya is coming. 16th. Akshaya Tritiya, they have created a new, like a Christmas sales. There's Akshaya Tritiya gold. You have to buy gold. Akshaya Tritiya. It comes, so in another 3 days it's coming. And then you have to buy gold. And you will have more gold. This is the wrong time to buy gold because in one day the 475 rupees increase. One day. And therefore, buying gold now is not a very good idea. 475 rupees. Gold akshayam தான் உன் பணங்கள்லாம் க்ஷயமாயிண்டே வரும் அந்த கோல்டு வாங்குறது. But that's a particular habit is there now. So, Akshaya Tritiya, you have to buy gold. இது எப்படி வந்ததுன்னே தெரியல. How did it come, this kind of a notion? It has become very big. I had never heard about this. This kind of a belief has come about. Nice, it's good to buy gold. Gold is the only thing that lasts and retains its value. அந்த காலத்திலேருந்து gold தான். Before gold became the basis for monetary system, gold has been there in our country. Swarnam has been valued all the time. And that was there. Even kings used to keep gold as the basis of currency. Some of them issued currency. Keeping the gold with them, issued currency. Therefore, Satyam is gold. Satyam is gold. And chain, etc. is also gold. Whereas Satyam gold asangaha, and therefore na sajjate. This person is not in any way affected. Prakritehe gunasammudaha sajjante gunakarmasu tan akritsnavidaha mandan kritsnavit navichalayet. Therefore he says, let a person who knows the entire, all that is here, Kritsnam Sarvam Jagat, is Parameshwara, and that Parameshwara is non-separate from the Atma. And this one who knows, Kritsnavit, he should not disturb, na buddhi bedam janayet. He should not disturb, na vichalayet. Akritsnavidaha, because prakriter gunasammudaha, people who are not able to see of the Prakriti Guna and its Cheshta objectively, in the absence of knowledge of what is Prakriti, what is Atma, in this there is confusion. And they are sajjante guna karmasu. They will be bound by all of them. But you don't disturb them. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashihi nirmamo bhutva yudyasva vigadajvaraha ye me matamidam nityam anutishtanti manavaha shraddhavanto nasuyantaha muchyante tepi karmabhihi. Mayi comes here. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chedasa nirashihi nirmamaha bhutva yudyasva vigadajvaraha. Adhyatma chetasa. By a mind that has chetas, by the chetas, mind, chittam, which is awake to adhyatma. Adhyatma means Atma Vishaya, the subject matter of Atma. Awake to this adhyatma, that it is akarta, sarva karmani sanyasya. All karmas sanyasya, mayi parameshware. In Parameshwara, all the karmas are resolved, surrendered. Parameshwara is not a karta, and therefore Parameshwara is non-separate from the Atma. In the Atma Vishaya is nothing but Parameshwara. Atma, if Atma is the Vishaya for your knowledge, then Parameshwara walks in. There is no Atma without being Parameshwara. No Parameshwara without being Atma. Jagat Karanam Brahma, if you say, that is Atma. Though there is no Brahman without being Atma. It doesn't exist. Atma is Brahman. So, Mayi Parameshware Pare Brahmani Sarva Karmani Sanyasya Manasa, by the mind that is awake to the Atma. Therefore, then how do you surrender? Nirashihi bhutva nirmamo bhutva. Having been Nirashihi, not hopeless, hope-free. Nirashihi means hopeless. You can say, hope-free. This will happen, that will happen, it will happen, so tomorrow it will happen. Ye karenge, wo karenge. They are deluded, being deluded. There are some people. So, naalik panam vandrum. He means it also. Tomorrow I will get this and I will give you back. Then tomorrow nothing happens. So like this there are people who whole lifetime they don't something wrong. It doesn't come. And that's some kind of a jataka. You always expect it's going to come, it's going to come, it's going to come. Nothing happens. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 20 years. It lives like that. But the person means it. He believes that it will come. Nirashihi. I am not talking about that. It is the one who is alive to now. Nirashihi. Nirmamaha. Nothing is mine. It is just saying. People say this in India, this is a very common thing. Ye sab aapka hai. So, this is your house. Aapka hai. Oh, this is mine? Sab aapka hai. Then he will add sab also. Sab aapka hai. That means it is mine. It is not yours, okay? Yeah. This is aapka hai. First he will say that this is aapka hai. Oh, this is mine? Sab aapka hai. ये तो अब तो भगवान है, भगवान का है सब. हमारा क्या है साहब जी? This is usual talk. In India, this is a common thing. Don't be carried away. Oh, then this fellow begins to bargain. So I have a house there in Bangalore. Why this fellow, the other fellow said, the owner said, sab aapka hai. And this fellow is selling the house. So I have a house there in Malaysia. Oh, you got a house? Do you want to buy? Easy. Don't get carried away, okay? People will say all these things, sab aapka hai. Don't take them seriously. It's like tan man dhan sab kuch aapka hai. Tan man dhan sab kuch aapka hai. Daily bolta hai to Bhagavan. And then the Bhagavan doesn't take it seriously. Being taught by Lakshmi, but Bhagavan doesn't take it. He doesn't take it. Lakshmi bol diya. You don't take seriously. These fellows say like this, you don't take seriously. Didn't I tell you don't take seriously? Lakshmi, Parvati, all of them say the same thing. Thank God they're all married, I tell you. Because they will all get angry. So these people there, then just to cool them down. Didn't I tell you? Don't take them seriously. They will tell like that. Tan man dhan sab kuch. அவன் ஸ்வரம் போட்டு ராகம் போட்டு பாடுறான். நான் சும்மா எடுக்க முடியாத, சும்மா கேட்டுட்டு சும்மா இருக்கணும். These are all mortals. And they will say like that. ये तो बात है. Really, what in common, in parlance, these kind of expressions are there because that is the truth. सब भगवान है, तो हमारा कुछ नहीं है. That is the truth. But in expression it is there. Little bhavana is there. When the person says that, some little bhavana must be there. That's what we have to take. We should not plan immediately. to sell the house and convert it into money. Bhavana. Nirashihi bhutva, nirmamo bhutva. Then vigata jvaraha. Vigata jvaraha, son. Free from jvara. Jvara means fever. And then fever, because the jvaraha, without being anxious, yudyasva. Because everything is Bhagavan's. That is the idea. He is not giving an advice or something. Yudyasva. What is to be done, please do it. You happen to hear, you happen to be in the battlefield, you do what is to be done. Yudyasva. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashihi nirmamo bhutva vigadajvaraha bhutva yudyasva. Do what is to be done. For Arjuna, it is a battle. Therefore, fight. But the meaning is, do what is to be done. That is the topic. Do what is to be done. Ye me matamidam nityam. All that we will see. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate